1. Introduction. My name is Violet. I am 56 years old. I am divorced. I have a lot of money now. I worked hard for it. I own my own business. I am very successful. I drive a black BMW car. I wear high heels. They show my success. People look at me. Some admire me. Others judge me. They whisper. They think they know me, but they do not. My life is shaped by my success and by what others think. I live with their judgment every day. One day, I was at a university campus cafe. It was a busy place, full of young students. I saw a young man there. He was tall and handsome. He looked 24 years old. He stood near the food counter. He looked at the menu. His face showed he was worried. He held a small wallet. He looked at the prices of the food. He seemed confused. He looked nervous. His clothes were simple, not new. I could see he did not have much money. He looked hungry. He wanted to buy food, but he seemed unable to. He bit his lip. He looked at a sandwich, then at his wallet again. He sighed quietly. I felt something inside me. I do not usually help strangers. But this young man was different. He was not asking for help. He just looked worried about food. I walked closer to him. He did not see me at first. When he did, he looked surprised. I spoke to him. "Hello," I said. "Are you looking for something to eat?" He nodded. His voice was soft. "Yes," he said. I said, "Please let me buy your lunch today." He looked very surprised. His eyes opened wide. "Oh no, you don't have to," he said quickly. He looked a little shy. "Yes, I want to," I said. "It is a small kindness. Please let me." He thought for a moment. Then he smiled a little. "Thank you," he said. "That is very kind." I bought him a sandwich and a drink. He chose a simple one. We sat at a small table. He ate his food quickly. He was very hungry. His name was Danny. He was a student. This was the first time we met. This small lunch was the beginning of our story. 2. A new friend. After our first lunch, I learned more about Danny. He was a student, 24 years old. He had big dreams but little money. He worked part-time as a barista. He had some debt, and I saw the holes in his shoes. He was a dreamer, always thinking about a better future. His situation made me feel for him. We started to meet often. Sometimes we had coffee, sometimes we walked around the campus park. He was different from the people I usually met. He was young and open. He made me laugh with his stories. I enjoyed spending time with him. When we were together, I felt lighter. I think he felt the same. He often looked tired, but with me, his eyes seemed brighter. I tried to make him forget his worries. We talked about many things, about his family and his hopes. I shared some things about my life too. Our talks became longer and deeper. We shared many laughs. I felt a comfort with him that was new to me. It was a strange feeling, but a good one. I was 56 and he was 24. The age difference was big, but it did not feel important when we were together. We simply enjoyed each other's company. One evening, we were having coffee at a small cafe. The evening was quiet. We had talked for a long time. Then Danny looked at me with serious eyes. He said, "Violet, you make me feel like I can breathe again." His words were soft but strong. My heart beat a little faster. It was a moment I did not expect. I looked at him and I saw something true in his eyes. Then he moved closer. He looked at my lips. I did not stop him. He kissed me. His kiss was gentle at first, then it became a little stronger. It was a long kiss. In that moment, I forgot everything else. I forgot about my age, my rules, and what people might think. I just felt his lips on mine. When we pulled apart, I felt a mix of surprise and warmth. I had rules for my life. Rules about not getting too close to people. Rules about keeping my feelings hidden. But with that kiss, I broke one of my most important rules. It was the first rule I broke because of Danny. I knew deep inside that it would not be the last. This new friendship was becoming something more, something unexpected. My life was changing because of a young man with big dreams and holes in his shoes. 3. A big offer. Danny never asked for money, not once. But I saw the stress in his eyes. He worked hard, studying and working. His old shoes had holes. I knew he had money problems. He thought about bills all the time. This worry was a heavy weight on him. I wanted to help. One evening, we were at a cafe. He looked at his phone, worried. I took a deep breath. "Danny," I said, "I want to help you. I can give you some money, just a little. It can help you clear some things." I made it sound like a small gift. He looked at me, surprised. "No, Violet," he said quickly. "I cannot take your money. This is my problem." He shook his head, but I saw his tiredness. "Please," I said, "it is not a big deal for me. It is a gift from a friend." He looked down, then slowly he nodded. "Are you sure?" he asked. "Yes, I am sure." Then he started to cry. He covered his face. He was very thankful. It was a big moment for us. That night, I held him close. He felt safe and warm in my arms. We did not talk much. We just stayed there together. This moment made our bond stronger. It was about trust and caring. I felt a deep connection to him. He felt like a part of my life now. Soon, people started to talk about us. A woman my age with a young man. Whispers began in public places. People talked behind their hands. They called me his sugar mama. This name meant an older woman giving money to a younger man. I heard the words. I saw the looks. I tried to act like I did not care. I walked with my head up. But inside, these words caused me pain. The gossip hurt me more than anyone knew. 4. A surprise dinner. My son came home for the holidays. It was a happy time of year. I had not seen him in many weeks, and I missed him. He called me from the road. "Mom," he said, "I am bringing a friend for dinner. Is that okay?" I smiled. "Of course, dear," I replied. "More the merrier." I thought about what we would eat. I planned a special meal, something warm and comforting. I wanted everything to be perfect for my son's visit. The doorbell rang that evening. I opened the door with a big smile. My son stood there, tall and happy. Next to him, I saw a familiar face. My heart stopped. It was Danny. My son's friend was Danny. I almost dropped the wine glass I was holding. My hand shook a little. Danny's face lost all its color. He looked very white, like he had seen a ghost. He quickly looked away from me. My son did not notice anything strange. He just smiled brightly. "Mom," he said, "this is Danny. He is my classmate." My son looked at Danny. "He is a good guy, Mom," my son added. I tried to smile back. My smile felt fake on my face. It was hard to pretend I did not know Danny. It was hard to pretend I did not know how his lips tasted. We sat down for dinner. The food was good, but the air around the table felt thick. I looked at Danny, then at my son. They talked about their classes and their school. Danny did not look at me much. When he did, his eyes held a secret. My son was happy, talking and laughing. He did not know the secret that sat between his mother and his friend. I ate my food, but I did not taste it. My mind was full of thoughts. How could this happen? What would I do? After dinner, my son went to his room. He said he needed to study. Danny stayed in the living room with me. The silence was loud. I knew I had to speak. "Danny," I started, my voice quiet. "This cannot continue." I looked at him. "It has to end." My words felt heavy. My heart felt heavy too. I knew this was the right thing to say. It was too risky. It was too complicated now. Danny did not answer with words. He walked closer to me. He took my face in his hands. Then he kissed me. He kissed me harder than he had ever kissed me before. It was a kiss full of feelings, full of a strong will. I felt his passion. I felt his need. In that moment, I could not say no. My body did not listen to my mind. My heart did not listen to my thoughts. I wanted to end it. I truly did. But his kiss made it impossible. I could not let him go, not yet. 5, a quiet wedding. Danny asked me to marry him. It was a big surprise. I laughed at first. "Are you joking?" I asked him. He was not joking. His face was serious. He looked at me with kind eyes. "I love you, Violet," he said. "It's not about your money, it is about you." I listened to his words, but I did not truly believe him. My mind was full of questions. Did he really love me? Or was this about the help I had given him? People already talked about us. They called me names. Would marriage make it worse? Still, I wanted to believe him. I wanted to feel loved by him, so I said yes. My friends and family thought I was crazy. A woman of 56 years marrying a man of 24, it was unusual. Even I was not sure if I was doing the right thing. But I felt a deep connection to Danny. He made me happy. He made me feel young. I wanted to take a chance on our love. We decided to marry quickly. We did not want a big party. We chose Italy for our wedding. It was a beautiful country. The wedding was quiet and fast. It was just us and a few close people. We stood in a lovely place. The sun was shining. Danny held my hand. He looked into my eyes. He promised to love me forever. He kissed my hand. I felt a moment of true happiness. It was a beautiful day. After the wedding, we started our life together. For a time, everything felt good. But then, small things started to happen. Things that made me feel worried. Danny often had his phone with him. He would take phone calls, but he would go into another room to talk. When I asked him who it was, he would say it was just a friend or nothing important. He would end the call quickly. Sometimes I saw him looking at his phone. He would type something, then quickly delete it. He would clear his message history. My heart felt a little cold each time this happened. I tried to ignore it. I told myself it was nothing. Maybe he was just busy with school or friends, but the feeling of doubt grew stronger inside me. One day I saw something. Danny was on his phone again. He was walking outside. He stopped near a car. A woman was in the car. She was young. She was pretty. He talked to her for a short time. Then she drove away. He did not see me. My stomach dropped. I had never seen her before. Who was she? Why was he so secret? My wedding happiness began to feel like a cloud. I had a bad feeling. This was the first time I saw her. 6, the other girl. I saw him again. It was near the campus. He was not alone this time. A young woman was with him. She looked his age, about 24 years old. She was very pretty. She had a loud laugh. I remembered Danny laughing like that with me in the beginning. It was a happy, open laugh. Now he laughed like that with her. My stomach felt strange. I watched them from my car. They were walking closely. He looked happy, too happy. I felt a cold feeling inside me. I did not like this. I did not like what I saw. I wanted to understand. Later, I asked Danny about her. "Who was that girl?" I asked him softly. He looked at me. His eyes moved away quickly. "Oh, her. She's just a friend, Violet," he said. "Just a friend from college." He tried to smile, but his smile did not reach his eyes. I did not believe him. My mind told me he was not telling the truth. My heart also knew. I decided to follow them the next day. I drove my car slowly. I stayed far behind them so they would not see me. They walked together. They went to a small park. They sat on a bench under a big tree. I parked my car where I could still see them. My hands were tight on the steering wheel. She put her hand on his arm. She leaned closer to him. Then she touched his face. Her fingers were soft on his cheek. He did not pull away. He looked at her with a soft expression. My heart broke. It felt like a window breaking into many small pieces. A sharp pain went through me. I closed my eyes for a moment. This was not just a friend. This was more. I drove home slowly. The world felt quiet around me. My mind was full of what I had seen. The image of her hand on his face stayed in my thoughts. I felt alone. So very alone. My happiness from our wedding felt far away. Danny came home late that night. The house was dark when he opened the door. I was in the living room. I sat in a chair. The lights were off. He saw me. He stopped. He did not say anything. I did not say anything either. We just looked at each other in the dark. The silence was heavy. It was full of unspoken questions, full of secrets. I knew what I had seen. He knew what he had done. But no words were spoken, not one word. The air between us was thick with sadness. I felt a cold wall growing between us. I went to bed, but I could not sleep. The image of the other girl, her hand on his face, kept playing in my mind. 7. The sad truth. The next morning, a heavy silence filled our home. I knew I needed answers. I found Danny in the living room. His face was pale. I looked at him and asked him to tell me the truth. I needed to know everything. He sat down slowly. His hands shook as he began to speak. He told me the woman I saw was his ex-girlfriend, Sarah. He said she was in trouble and needed money. She had threatened him. She said she would tell everyone he married me only for my money. She would say our love was not real, only a financial deal. My heart felt a cold pain. I did not know what to believe. Danny looked at me. He said Sarah had old pictures of them. She also had old messages from his phone. She was using these things to blackmail him. She wanted a lot of money. If he did not pay, she would show everything to his university and to the newspapers. She would ruin his good name and our marriage. Danny looked very sad. His eyes were red. He took out his phone and gave it to me. He also told me all his passwords. "Please, Violet," he said, "take everything, look at everything, but please do not leave me." He wanted me to believe him. He wanted me to see he was honest. He wanted me to know he loved me, not my money. I held the phone. I saw the pain and fear in his eyes. I could see he was telling the truth. I put the phone down. I pulled him close. That night, I cried on his chest. It felt like I had not cried like that in years. All the worry and sadness came out. We stayed there for a long time, holding each other. After a while, I felt stronger. I knew I had to do something. This situation could not continue. I decided I would find a way to solve this problem. I had to protect our life together. I had to protect Danny. I made a call. I knew what to do next. 8. A new life. After a long night, I made a decision. I contacted Danny's ex-girlfriend. I offered her money. I wanted her to leave us alone. It was not because I was weak. It was because I was tired of fighting. I wanted peace for Danny and me. We had been through a lot. This payment was a way to end the problems. She took the money and left. Our lives became quieter after that. Danny worked hard. He finished his studies. After graduation, he looked for a job. He did not ask for my help. He wanted to do it himself. He wanted to prove something. He wanted to show me and himself that he was strong and could stand on his own feet. He found a good job. He was very proud, and I was proud of him too. This showed me his true heart. We decided to move. We wanted a fresh start, far from the city and all the gossip. We found a small house by the beach. It was a quiet place. The air was fresh, and the sound of the ocean was calming. We packed our things and left our old life behind. It felt like a new beginning for both of us. In our new home, life was simple. We planted colorful flowers in the garden. We enjoyed quiet evenings. Sometimes we drank wine together. We often laughed about our age difference. It was a big difference, but it did not feel important to us anymore. Danny often told me that I had saved him. He said I helped him find his way, but I often thought about it differently. Maybe I was the one who needed saving. My life before Danny was successful but lonely. He brought joy and true connection. I do not feel sorry for anything. Our love story is not like other stories. Some people might still call it a scandal. Some might not understand it. But for us, it is a second chance at happiness. Love does not always look the way people expect. Sometimes it comes in surprising ways. But the most important thing is how it feels. It feels real. And that is all I ever wanted from life. It is all that matters to me now.